Hey y'all, I'm back with a Project Life and scrapbooking process video for the Hip Kit Club, and I'm starting with my Project Life process, and I have quite a few photos for this particular week, which is week 10, and so I'm just kind of shuffling through those to see which ones I'm going to use for the front side, and then I will get started with the actual process. So the pictures I set aside are actually all from one event, and so I decided I would keep those together. And even though I guess they were the end of the week, so it worked out perfectly. So this is actually pretty chronologically correct because that just so happens to end, I think, at the end of the week or something like that. The party did, and so that'll work out. But normally when I have an event, I try to keep those pictures together. So I've set out my cards, and right now I'm trying to figure out exactly how I'm going to arrange those. And I'm liking the way that's looking so far. I took a few of the Project Life or the exclusive cards from the Project Life kit that came in our Hip Kit Club for June 2017. And I took a few of those cards and I've laid those out. And I won't be using any pattern paper in this particular spread because I found several cards that I wanted to use, and the rest, of course, are photos. So for my title, I went ahead and used some of the thickers that we got in our kit. They're really cute, thin, skinny black font. And then I cut up those two photos that are from the same morning, and I stuck those on one 4x6 card. And then the picture of my daughter where we were experimenting with her ponytail, or I chose the word experiment from I think the sticker sheet is by Bella Boulevard, and I want to say that it's called Make Your Mark, maybe, or is that the other one? I think it's called Make Your Mark. Anyway, so I ended up using some alphas and then a little sticker from there to just say, I was going to spell out ponytail, but that would have been a little bit too much. So I just spelled out pony, and then I put experiment there at the bottom. And then I'm working on a photo of my daughter in the bath right now. Sometimes she takes a bath at my parents' house when we're over there eating dinner, and so we typically will give her a bath and then bring her home so that she can go to sleep. Sometimes she falls asleep on the way home, so that's why we give her a bath there. And so for that particular day, we were blowing bubbles, and I think she probably had bubbles in the bath too. So I took a picture because I thought it was a pretty cool picture, and then I'm adding a couple of stickers. Some of the puffy stickers that I use are also from that same Bella Boulevard collection. It's a really pretty collection with some floral pieces in it. And I think that it's the same collection. I could be completely wrong, but we have a few items in our kit this month from Bella Boulevard, and I know that we got a package of puffy stickers that have some really pretty bright florals, and then we got a pack or a sticker sheet, and it's actually sitting right next to me. Okay, yes, they're both from the same collection, so that works out. So I added that little piece of ephemera from the Vicky Boutin collection. That's yellow, round, kind of has an open center, and I really loved kind of like the pop that gave that card, and that's just going to be a filler card. And so I ended up adding that circle piece, and then I'm adding a little label on top. And then for that photo, I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do. Ava was just playing one morning, and she's kind of like peeking out underneath her little chair. And so I took a picture. We took pictures, and then of course whenever I use it in my Project Life, or I'm using it in my Project Life, and I went ahead and just used one of the little stickers from that said "Hey" from the Dear Lizzie. What's her latest collection? Not the latest collection, but the one that's been out for a little bit. Lovely Day. So now I'm going back and stapling down everything. As you can see, I did do some journaling on a little adhesive tag. I just stuck it through my typewriter, and that's from the Vicky Boutin collection. And then I used little enamel shapes to just kind of use as bullet points, and those enamel shapes are from the Schmell Lane Little by Little collection. So now moving on to my scrapbooking spread. So this was not a very quick process. I feel like I've been struggling a little bit more with scrapbooking layouts lately. I'm not really quite sure why, but I think probably my thought process with this one was a little strange. I initially, whenever I laid out those two photos, which a lot of times I use one photo, and sometimes I really, really like using two, but if I'm going to use two, they're normally vertical like this. They're normally not like a normal 4x6 size. So anyway, I lay these out, just kind of set them on the paper, and then decided that I really liked the way that that looked. And so I was like, well, I'll kind of keep that and I'll just go with the flow and just kind of go. I don't know if you guys ever watched Amy Tangerine's processes of her scrapbooking layouts, but I feel like she kind of just goes with the flow and just puts whatever she feels like putting, and it ends up looking like really good. And so I kind of wanted to go that route, although mine didn't end up turning out like that. And so you'll see there that I was just kind of playing around with some of the paper, and then I really didn't like that. And so I pulled that up and then decided to just start embellishing to see if maybe I liked that better. But I started to kind of add, I kind of was premature on sticking down my photos because I started to add these butterflies and thought, oh, that looks great. I'll just go from there and continue, and I'll add a little title, and it'll kind of be like a grid design. And then I added my title on the right hand side and couldn't really figure out what I wanted to add in the space above it. And so I think that the two butterflies stacked on top of each other was just a little bit too much. At first I liked it, and then it kind of didn't seem very cohesive, or it didn't seem like it was flowing very well. I'm not really sure. So what I just start to do is play around and experiment and just see what I like, and I ended up changing it up quite a bit. So in the next few seconds, you're going to see this layout not completely change, but it'll change quite a bit. So one thing that when I started to play around, one thing I noticed was I liked the idea of adding some circle elements kind of around the page. And so it's kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm figuring out that I really like that look, and so maybe I should play on that. And so you'll see that where my mind is going now, because I'm fine. That's what I'm looking for in particular, circular elements. So now I figured out, okay, I need to move my title over, maybe just kind of like squeeze it underneath the photo, or kind of like in the little nook. I don't know why I couldn't think of that word. And now I'm going to start embellishing kind of around the photos. And I think because the photos are on the left side of the page, I knew there would be quite a bit of room on the right side, but that doesn't necessarily mean I want it all filled in. It just means that I need to have something going on, maybe like in the corner, or I didn't just want to leave like total, like the right side completely blank. Now sometimes to fix that, what I'll do is I'll just kind of put like a border on the right side, just a really small border, just so that like your eye goes around. But this time I ended up using my punch, and I'll show you that here in a second. So I added a chipboard piece that said awesome from the Amy Tangerine, I think it's the On a Whim collection. And then I'm adding, now you'll see here, I'm adding more circular pieces and then other embellishments. And when I start to add embellishments as quickly as I am now, that means I've kind of got the hang of what I'm wanting to do. And so I really am liking the way this is looking. I like how there's like lots of words, and that's really not fazing me, whereas usually I probably wouldn't put that many words or that many, I guess, like quote unquote titles, which I think my title is really just beach days, but I added those other words just kind of for embellishment purposes. And so now I pulled a punch out from my stash, and I'm just punching a couple of pieces of pattern paper, and I believe that's from the Oh My Heart collection. I'm just going to add a few pieces so that they can be kind of like anchors for more embellishments. And so I'm going to add a little label, and those have adhesive on the back. If you didn't see my unboxing video, I talked about that. And then those are from the Vicky Booten collection. And then I'm going to add a couple more little elements, some stickers from the Oasis collection, and then some chipboard stickers from the On a Whim collection. And I think that's pretty much it. I think I tried to find a place for this vacay piece. I didn't really see anything. Add one more little sticker, and then that's pretty much it. I really do like the way that it ended up turning out. It's just the process wasn't as quick as I would have liked it to be, but that's pretty much it. There is my Project Life spread up close, and I hope you guys will gain some inspiration from these two projects, and I hope you'll check out the June 2017 Hip Kit Club kits. Talk to you guys later. Bye.